The Puppy and the Tiny Ladybug. The Little Stranger. On a cold morning, a lonely little puppy named Buddy wandered through a quiet park. He was hungry, tired, and had no home. Buddy curled up beneath a big tree, hoping someone would notice him. Suddenly, a tiny red ladybug landed on his nose. Buddy opened his eyes and gently sniffed it. The little ladybug flew a few feet away, then came back and landed on his paw. "Are you trying to help me?" Buddy wondered. The ladybug flew toward a nearby bush and kept looking back at Buddy. Curious, Buddy followed. Behind the bush, he discovered a small wooden box filled with food. Buddy happily ate, but he didn't know who had left it there. Then the ladybug suddenly flew away. Buddy followed her deeper into the park, and that's when he heard a tiny cry coming from the bushes. The secret in the bushes. Buddy carefully pushed through the bushes. There, trapped between two branches, was a tiny bird. The poor bird was scared and couldn't escape. Buddy tried pulling the branches apart, but they were too strong. The little ladybug landed on Buddy's head. Then she flew toward a nearby playground. Buddy followed her. Under a bench, he found a long piece of rope. Buddy grabbed the rope and dragged it back to the bushes. He wrapped the rope around one branch and pulled with all his strength. "Come on, Buddy." With one final pull. Crack! The branch broke. The little bird was finally free. The bird flew into the sky and chirped happily. Buddy smiled. But suddenly the ladybug flew toward the park entrance. Buddy followed her again. At the entrance stood an old woman holding a picture of a missing puppy. Buddy looked at the picture. It was him. Home at last. Buddy slowly walked toward the old woman. She looked at him and froze. "Buddy, is that really you?" She dropped the picture and hugged him tightly. Buddy wagged his tail like crazy. The old woman had been searching for him for weeks. She had put food around the park every morning, hoping Buddy would return. But Buddy wasn't the only one who was happy. The tiny ladybug landed on Buddy's nose one last time. The old woman smiled. "So you're the little friend who helped him." Buddy looked at the ladybug. For a moment, they just stared at each other. Then the ladybug flew into the warm sunlight. Buddy was finally going home. He had started his journey as a lonely puppy. But along the way, he discovered something incredible. Even the smallest friend can make the biggest difference. And from that day on, Buddy always looked for a little red ladybug in the garden, because he never forgot the tiny friend who changed his life.